What a beautiful world. Or is it? Hello, I'm Cube Guy. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, it's Arthur and Tigron. Today we are taking a first look at Oort Online. And yes, this game is that early in development that all character models are cubes. Now, what I'm actually here to try and explain to everybody, ladies and gentlemen, fine, beautiful people of the internet, is what similarities, clearly you can kind of see that this game has a lot of similarities to Minecraft, but what I'm here to tell you is the few things that this game is so early in development already has that separates it from Minecraft, because I'm not going to sit here and, I've seen a lot of other videos online talking about this game, and they're all trying to act like, oh, it's not Minecraft because of this, this, and this, but it's like, it's not a bad thing that it's like Minecraft, because it's very similar to Minecraft. In fact, when I first saw this game, I thought, hey, that looks like Minecraft just with some higher texture packs, maybe increased biome generation and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool, man. So far, it's actually been pretty cool. This is pre-alpha right now, so a lot of the game... There's a lot to be desired about this, that's for sure. I'm just in my sky home right here just so I could get some cool scenic views of everything. Now, first and foremost, you're going to notice that the draw distance is clearly much different, and there's a couple key features that actually separate this from Minecraft, even in this early development. But if you want to be put into perspective, the last thing that I will say about it being like Minecraft is this very much reminds me of when Minecraft was way back in the day and it was still browser-based. So it's like, all there really is building, and not much of it. Excuse all that debug command. So, the main key feature is the fact that this is actually online. We are on a server right now. I didn't build this tower, someone else did, and they actually built that sky bridge, and then I actually just built this house to kind of go around it and stuff like that. So, pretty cool. The fact that everything's online right now means that there is room for griefers, but at the same time, the community in this game is so small right now that you don't really have to deal with anything like that. The game is going to take preemptive measures eventually to prevent people from destroying your housing and stuff like that. But otherwise, I mean, that's the big thing right off the hop, is that this is online. So, I really enjoy that personally. I think that is absolutely awesome because it means that your creations actually serve a bit more of a purpose than they do with Minecraft, you know, because everyone else is going to actually see it. Now, here's a grappling hook. This is one of my favorite things. Oh, goodness. That's scary. The grappling hook is absolutely awesome. This world right here, too, this game is server-based. And, well, I guess I'll try and show you all right here and now. Let's respawn at the capital. So as soon as we respawn, I mean, this game's pretty buggy right now where it's like every time we kind of respawn and die and stuff like that, it kind of re-gives us all of our blocks and respawns all of our inventory space and stuff like that. I don't know. This actually doesn't look like much of a citadel. I guess this place is still very early in development. What I'm looking for is there is normally some portals around. So actually, I'm going to go hop to a different server and try to find one of them. Here's my other home away from home over on the LLEB server. So the worlds seem to be, I don't know whether or not all of the servers are player generated, but I do know that as this game stands right now, it actually is kind of, pay what you want. So it's like, right now you can buy the game for 40 bucks, which is a little bit pricey for how early this game is in development. Honestly, even though I'm doing a first look, I cannot justify, I can't say get this game right now. I would say keep your eye on it. I mean, I personally myself just wanted to support these developers, and here's hoping that it will actually get to beyond early access, because that's what a lot of games do nowadays. Now, it's going to take us a little while to get over to that. Actually, no, it won't, because we don't need a teleport. But I wanted to show off this key feature, is that there are actually slopes. Also, excuse if the resolution of this video is kind of low and stuff like that. I have to play this game in windowed mode because it crashes a lot. So right here you can see there's slope blocks, and the way that you actually place them is a little bit tedious. There are certain blocks that will actually certain blocks slope, other ones don't. So for example, oops, the buttons take a little bit to get used to. So for example, right here, we can put down, oh, whoops, let's just put it down normally, actually. We can put down a sand block, or I think this is white wool, I'm not exactly sure. But then if you press R, there is an invisible toggle going on where suddenly it's a slope block. Now, this might be a little bit confusing, so I'll try and explain it as best as I can. But for each of these inventory slots is a different slope. So if we put this block, this wool block into the third slot here, oh, whoops, wrong button. Suddenly, it is actually a corner. And then if we go one over from that one, it is going to be I guess that would be an inside corner. I'm not exactly sure what to call it. But overall, you can end up making pretty cool surfaces and stuff like that. Other people have actually put like pyramids around. I put this roof around. And also the thing that you're going to notice right here and now is the fact that certain blocks, not all of them, like see the wood panes that we got right here, they are perfectly flat. But then the logs right here, you can kind of see how they have a little bit of a bump mapping to them, a little bit of a curving, while also blending into the next block. So that's actually really cool. Adds a little bit of nice detailing. However, the roof looks kind of gross because it's all sloppily thrown together and stuff. It kind of gives it a little bit more of an artistic feel. But I think the fact of the matter is that they are going to add in, like, the game doesn't have that many blocks in it right now. Like, straight up, this whole inventory right here, this is pretty much the entire repertoire of blocks, and it seems like even our lanterns right here, we have a couple duplicates. There are a couple blocks that I don't have on my person right now, but you would go into a mine, and you can get, there's 2 other light blocks, and then there's a couple other grass blocks. That seems to pretty much be it for the blocks that you have in this game right now. Now, the lighting sources, although you can't really see it right now, it actually makes it like they're pretty shiny and have a nice bloom effect to them in the night. Also, the water, of course, reflects and everything like that. And overall, it's pretty cool. The way that this game also deals with draw distance, right now, I have my settings actually cranked down to high detail rather than extreme and ultimate, because I find that the game is extremely unstable on anything above high. So here's hoping they'll fix that. You know, of course, optimization issues are just bound to happen in this early in build. But one of the things that is really cool about this game is right up there you can kind of see that castle. And the way that this game deals with draw distance is that castle is actually fatter now that it's in the distance. Like it has less blocks to it while it's in the distance. So as we would get, I don't even know if I said that sentence properly. So as we would get closer to it, it would start to get more and more detailed. So it's a very neat way of actually dealing with it. Now, another thing here, we'll respawn at the capital. Right over here. See what I mean about the glowing blocks? Now this right here, these are the other blocks that you can find underground. There's also a blue tinted block, but it doesn't seem like there's any around. The other thing too, I actually have it off in the options so that it's not like all gross and stuff. But if we go to our options and turn on beacon effects, it should, oh, it doesn't seem to be loading in. Maybe I would have to have started the game with it. But anyway, this is a beacon. The way that these work is this is an area where, as you can see, like with the red around the blocks, we can't build anything here. We can't destroy things. We can't build things. You can get permission to build within a beacon, but I haven't actually figured it out yet. I'm pretty sure it's something like you got to tweet the developers or something like that. They're actually really on the ball as far as Twitter is concerned, but anything else, like you can't really see, like they don't really have much of a YouTube presence or anything like that. Maybe they will eventually. There is those blue blocks that I was talking about, which look absolutely beautiful. Mwah. Très magnifique. Actually, oh, here it is. I'm trying to get down here. Now, also with this whole beacon thing that's going on, they're going to try, like one of their plans is to incorporate a beacon that you yourself can craft for your own housing and stuff like that. So it's going to make it so that you could make ideally a small plot of land that would be indestructible to other players, so that you could actually build out in the community and stuff like that without things happening. Ah, there it is. So there's the beacon effect, big old bluey. And I always leave that off because it's absolutely disgusting and it blocks things off, but it's really cool that it actually exists. And they kind of The developers have kind of handpicked what they have it around. Like, they've chosen all these as the capitals. These are like the biggest player builds. Now, this right here is one of the coolest features in the game that I think is absolutely awesome. Of course, a portal, and it's beautiful, and this, of course, is the other side of that portal. Now, this right here is actually a seamless transition into another server. So if we just pop ourselves right in, see, it was a little bit of a pop, but either way, now we are actually in a different server. So really, really cool. And another thing too that's actually awesome about this game, I still haven't actually explored all of them. Because as far as, here's all the servers that, as far as they're concerned, I mean, this game is made in the UK, so a lot of the servers are like in European stuff like that. But they do have East Coast and West Coast, which is closer to me. And the thing that's really cool about all of the different servers is it's not like, oh, here's a server to play that has really good, like, ping and stuff like that. It's like this one, as you can kind of see, like this is kind of very different in world generation and style compared to the other one we were just in, which is a little bit more, I mean, we were kind of near the water and stuff, but this one is actually a hardcore desert and stuff if you keep going in one direction, as opposed to this one, which kind of seems to be more island focus. So I'll show you all right here. I hope it doesn't crash on me, because I know that these European servers always have a little bit more trouble for me just because, well, they're European. Whoops, that was weird. So this is the main server for the most part, and this is why. Because this, oh, it's not loading in properly, but this is like the big build that the game tries to show off, like in all of their trailers and stuff like that. One thing that was immediately apparent to me is that this game does not look nearly as pretty as it did in the trailers. I'm still in the process of trying to figure out why exactly it's doing that, but as you can see, like, it's like the draw distance is not nearly as impressive as it brags about in all the trailers and screenshots and stuff like that. So maybe there's a couple secret settings that I don't yet know about. Who knows? Whatever. It's okay. It still is not like it looks bad or anything like that, but I've seen plenty of other people's videos too where they have much better draw distance, and I mean, I have everything maxed out, like, straight up. But this seems to be like the main area, so it's like I built this house and kind of, oh, I think the game might have actually crashed. Yes, it did. So I'm gonna have to blank out my monitor right now, but either way, that's Oort Online in a nutshell. There's not really anything else to it right now. It's just very basic building. Pretty cool game though. Really excited for what the potential holds. You know, I won't really talk about any of the key features that they're trying to do, other than the fact that they seem to be kind of leaning in the direction, oh, excuse me, of more adventure rather than building. Even though the game at its core feature is building right now, that was one of the things that I didn't really care for about Minecraft, is that there's not that much adventuring outside of using a bunch of ridiculous mods that are tricky to get working and stuff like that. But anyway, I don't want to be sitting here talking in front of a black screen for any longer. That's Oort right there, Oort Online. So if you want to actually like look at some of the different prices that you can get for the game and stuff like that, it will be at oortonline.com. Links will be in the description and everything like that. But don't buy it unless you want to support them. Because it's pretty cool that you can play online and stuff like that, but other players, like, as you kind of saw, we never really ran into anyone. The servers generally seem to be pretty dead, at least for the times that I've gotten on. I mean, I've built, like, 3 or 4 houses in 3 different servers or something like that, and overall, I never really ran into anybody, but the game just, I mean, it's very early in development, so here's hoping that the game will actually take the money that everyone is giving to them, and they'll keep developing the game on progress, and hopefully it's not going to take them like a million years for the game to actually finish, you know? Which I don't mean any discredit to them, it's just I personally, along with a lot of people, are very wary nowadays when it comes to early access, just because there's so many games out there. But this is one that I actually chose to support. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to smack that like button, share, favorite, and subscribe to join Team Pixel. Sign on, stay epic, ladies and gentlemen.
Believe in yourself.